So there's a North Carolina Supreme Court Justice, Anita Earls, and she was speaking out about not having enough black law clerks and, staff up there. And they took issue with her saying that. So let's go ahead and roll.
This is the beginning of a rallying cry of support for Justice Earls.
After Anita Earls, the lone black woman on the state Supreme Court, filed a federal lawsuit against North Carolina's Judicial Standards Commission. The little-known panel investigates complaints against judges. Earls' suit says the panel threatened disciplinary action for her critical comments about the judicial system. In a June interview for an online article in Law 360, Earls talked about the lack of diversity among Supreme Court law clerks and the elimination of implicit bias training in the court system. On August 15th, the commission informed Earls her comments may have violated the Code of Judicial Conduct.
What we know is that the process is being bastardized in an effort to silence black and brown people.
Earls faced a separate investigation in March after a complaint she disclosed confidential information about current court matters. The commission investigated and dismissed the complaint. Earls says this series of months-long intrusive investigations
It doesn't matter who filed it. What really matters is why it was filed. And what we do believe is that it was filed in an effort to remove Justice Earls, the sole black woman on the North Carolina Supreme Court, from her seat.
We've stated here time and time again, as a black person, if you get in certain positions like judge, police officer, prosecutor, etc., it's two things you can't do. Help black people in any way, shape, form, or fashion, or punish any white person or go against white supremacy. And their system is going against white supremacy. And this is why they're coming against her. What they want you to do as a black person is to shut your mouth, go along with white supremacy, even the injustice against your own people, collect your check, and you're fine. The moment they see you standing up for black people in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you're a problem, you're a troublemaker, we need to report you, etc. Remember Judge Olu Stevens out there in Kentucky? When that brother said, hey, wait a minute, this jury isn't diverse enough. And they took issue with him saying that. We live in a country where there's people of all nationalities, and yet we still got some all-white juries. That should not even exist in 2023, right? There should be laws on the books to prevent that from happening. My opinion, the community the person come from, it should be 50% of that jury should be from that community. That's just my opinion. It shouldn't be people that don't know nothing about that person, nothing the community come from, etc. Shouldn't be that way. Because we know how this country is. But they know if they put 6 black people on a jury, they're not going to get the convictions because they're thinking that we all going to vote. Listen, you think we're going to vote away to let a dude off that sit up there and did some heinous stuff? Hell no. We're like, nah, he need to go to jail. But for them cases where they want to railroad, we're not going to allow that to happen. But Judge Earls shouldn't be going through anything like that, because she stood up and said something. So if it's all white, it's all good. She's supposed to just be cool with that. No, you should not be cool with that whatsoever. These people want to maintain racism, white supremacy at every level. And I told you, it is permeated through this country, racism, white supremacy. It's no system in this country that's created that racism, white supremacy isn't governing. But let me know what y'all think about this. Those of you in North Carolina, you need to pay attention to this. Don't let them railroad Judge Earls. That would be completely wrong.